everybody, this is Lilacspectrum. I'm here once again, popping the videos out like this, like crazy. Basically, this book is the next book I'm going to review. Now, a couple weeks back, I did this book for a video, well, not this book, Wither, for the previous book. I've already, talked about it, so really all I need to tell you is what's happening. Now, I will explain to you, if you have not read Wither, or if you hate spoilers, you may not want, and see my things glinting off of that too. If you haven't read the first one, or you don't like spoilers, I'm not really going to spoil the ending, but if you don't like spoilers, or you don't like plot reveals, then you might want to click off of this because of the fact that I'm going to be talking about what's happening in this book. So, give me a second. Let me pull it up. This is Fever. Okay, of course, it's by the same woman, DeStefano. If I say your name wrong, I'm sorry. It's called Fever. It was the second part in the Chemical Garden trilogy. It's dystopian, of course. Its release date was February of 2012. It says it has 349 pages. I'm not exactly sure if this is the same exact amount, but it's roughly the same. So basically, it takes place in a dystopian future where scientists have created a generation of perfect humans who suffer from no illness. It picks up, I'll read the front cover, or the little thing. Ryan and Gabriel have escaped the mansion, but danger is never far behind. Running away brings Ryan and Gabriel right into a trap in the form of a twisted carnival whose ring mistress keeps watch over a menagerie of girls. Just as Ryan uncovers what plans await her, her fortune turns again. With Gabriel at her side, Ryan travels through the environment as grim as the one she left a year ago, surroundings that mirror her own feelings of fear and hopelessness. The two are determined to get to Manhattan to relative safety with Ryan's twin brother Rowan, but the road there is long and perilous. I may have said that wrong. Sorry. And in a world where young women only live to age 20 and young men die at 25, time is precious. Worse still, they can't seem to elude Ryan's father-in-law, Vaughn, who is, if I say his name, I'm sorry, who is determined to bring Ryan back to the mansion by any means necessary. I actually didn't know what I was getting myself into before I picked it up. I just picked it up because I knew I wanted to read the next one because I was like, oh my god, what happens next kind of thing. And so I just picked it up. I didn't even pay attention to the cover, but the cover is well done. I think it's by the same person. I can't tell you it is, but it's got the girl who we assume is Ryan. She goes by Goldenrod in this book because she gets to this carnival, and like I said, it's got the horse on it. So why wouldn't it be a carnival, Carmi? But, I really do like this book. It's a very interesting book. I'm gonna go pick the next one up as soon as I can, especially with this, Unbecoming. I'm gonna go get that one too. But, the next one's called Sever, right? There's not much I want to say about this book other than it's set in a beautiful place. There is a character in this book called Lilac, and I love it. I love the idea. Well, what happens is she goes to this carnival, and it's in South Carolina, so that's awesome. That's where I'm from. But it's really cool. She calls it the, and I was reading it, I was thinking, what part of South Carolina? The whole time I'm thinking, what part of South Carolina? I'm kind of wondering if it's like Myrtle Beach area, because they talked about a Ferris wheel throughout it, and we have a Ferris wheel, but our Ferris wheel isn't set up the way she's talking about it in this book, but this was back in 2012, so, you know, that was like 4 years ago. I don't know if that was built at that time. I'm thinking it was, but maybe it wasn't. So, I don't know, but I was thinking because they were talking about they were near the beach, and of course they had a boat, and blah, 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 blah. So, I was kind of wondering maybe they're in Myrtle Beach or something like that. But they're in a Scarlet District, so it freaks me out that they're in a Scarlet District as well, because that means, of course, everything's kind of crumbling and resorting to prostitution. Of course, everywhere you go, there's going to be a prostitute, right? But basically, this madame who runs this Scarlet District basically just keeps people drugged up, keeps all the girls drugged up, and basically makes them work for just about everything, of course. And she calls them all by name, like by color. They're not their names, so she didn't call her Ryan. She calls her Goldenrod, which is a color. which is not really a color, it's just an idea of a color. But anyway, she calls her a specific name, and then she calls all these other girls like hues of blue and hues of purple. I think she only had like one purple, but reds, like a scarlet and a mauve and blah 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 and beige and, you know, periwinkle or whatever. She calls them all by these names, and then of course the names depend on like what kind of name you get, depends on how much she likes you. So if she likes you a lot, you might get this color. If she don't like you, you're gonna get that color. Especially how well you perform and make her money is a thing. She's all about the money. So it's very kind of like a believable society where all the person in charge wants is money. They don't care about you. They don't care if you're sick. They don't care if you're dying. You're going to make the money. So it's very interesting. And like it said, her father-in-law comes looking for her, and she and Gabriel are constantly on the run from this guy, and it's kind of freaky. But it's a very good book. And like I said, if you liked the first one, you're definitely going to like the second one. Duh. But I'm scared about how the next one goes, because like I said, I'm not quite finished, but I'm close enough to being finished that I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off and give you all my opinions now so I don't have to forget or whatever. But I'm very nervous to see how it ends. And like I said, I'm towards the end, and she's kind of starting to mimic, and of course we all knew it was going to happen, she's mimicking signs of the disease that kills the young people, and it's scaring me because I don't want her to die. But of course something happens in the end, but it almost makes me wonder, is this novel gonna finish the way I really don't want it to finish, which is she just dies. At least I would like for her to meet her brother again, but we don't know yet. So if you enjoyed this book, because that's all the time I have for that book, and that's really all the ideas I have for that book. But if you like that book, leave it down below. If you know any books that are like it, I'm not talking about dystopian, but if you like stuff like that, or you know any books that are similar to it, and you want to recommend them, you can leave them below. I may read dystopian. I don't get into dystopian as much, but I will give it a try. Leave it below. Below you can find my Instagram, Wattpad, Fanfiction, DeviantArt, Twitter, and my fan page. All below in the description. I just want to have a way you guys can follow me and give me books you want me to read. I'm reading a lot of books right now. Those two are the ones I'm really trying to finish. But now that I did my recordings of it, it's not so much as much. But this one's due back in a couple of weeks. But this one's due back the next day or two. And I'm trying to get it done. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed these videos, and I'm going to be turning 20 very, very soon, like in the next couple of weeks, so that might be the next thing I do. I don't know what I'm going to do for my birthday. I kind of want to take a day off from reviewing books, and just give you guys a 10 things about me kind of post, but I don't know what I would say, because there's nothing really interesting other than a couple of things, but nothing really that I think would be fun. So I'll figure it out what I'm going to do. I might just talk about something with you guys. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But my birthday's coming up September 15th. Of course, I don't post on, I think that's a Thursday. I don't post on Thursdays. I usually post on Saturdays. So, of course, my birthday video where I mentioned my birthday will be a couple of days after my birthday. But anyway, so happy birthday to me. I'm ready for that 21. That's what I'm ready for. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.